guess it's experience or maybe inexperience on half of the Rockets, but it's definitely a reason that they're losing. I honestly I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a fluke, this is a one-off, but I don't know, man. I guess it is the experience. That's the only thing I can think of because I feel like Houston has the better team right now. But listen, you have to give credit where credit is due. Their experience is making Houston look bad. It really is.
I think, nephew. I don't think Houston had the better team. I think that we want them to be better.
You can save it without a doubt. You won't claim it. You is a slouch. Live in your mom basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining and stop back chasing. Can't wait for
What is your boy Life Line Presents bringing to you gold messages. We got Se7en in the building. How you doing, Sev?
What's going on, Lifeline, man? I'm sorry I'm recording from the car today. I'm out of town, you know. Had to come pay my respects to some family. You already know.
My condolences. Check it
Appreciate
out, though. So I can't say in the building, so we're on the move right now. What the Knicks need to be doing, but that's neither here nor there. But we're gonna jump right into it. I ain't gonna carry you too far from your peoples and everything. We'll go into the first question, man, because the NBA has been rocking and rolling. There's a lot of teams losing, a lot of upsets, a lot of teams ain't holding home court advantage. But right now, we're gonna go to the Knicks. I'm put my Knicks hat on real quick. I'm trying to think which Knicks hat. Should I go with the black and white? Should I go with the colors? I think I'm gonna keep it black and white. We'll keep it simple. Okay.
Yeah,
The first,
keep the classic.
yeah, keep it classic, no doubt. All right. The first question I'm gonna ask you is: the Knicks game 4 a must win? And how you feel? How you feel about going into this game? Do you feel like the Knicks could pull it off?
Man, first of all, I feel like game 1 through 3 were must-win games for the Knicks, you know? Like, yes, game 4 is a must-win. I told you that I was out here paying condolences, all right? Last thing I want to do is have to pay condolences to the Knicks while I'm here. I mean, I'm in New York, so it's only fitting, you know? Like, they must win this game. Like, if not, it's over. It's over. They already proved that they could beat us. I mean, and it's sad, it's scary because we played well. Like looking at it, OG 29 points. Like I think he had 9 rebounds. You had Cat had 21 or 20 something, and you had Brunson had 20 something points. Like they played as well as they could play. And at one point, I was looking at OG's stats. I think he might have shot like almost 60%. Man, like we played as well as we could possibly play, and it wasn't enough. So that it gets scary. Like, what do we do from there? Like, if you give a person everything and it don't shake them, ooh, that's kind of scary, man. Maybe we ain't as good as we thought.
Nah, I think a lot of teams, the Knicks is as good as we thought, but defensively we not. And that's the major thing. Yeah, offensively, we got timely stops, but it's just like right now, and this what happened in the Indiana series. They have players in a lot of different positions and a lot of different sizes that's two-way players.
Facts.
So therefore, they could shoot like Daniels is nothing on offense, but he's big on defense. He's big on rebound, getting assists. We don't have players. We have players like that, like a Josh Hart, players like that, but they have so many two-way players. And they have guys that could back you down, shoot the three, athletic, could dunk on you. They worst liability, CJ McCollum. But he's so good offensively, they cover him.
Yeah.
With the whole,
that's a fact.
Yeah. They have defenders. So Ben said that we just need to double CJ McCollum. And I agree with him. At certain points in the game, we need to double him. But I feel like we gotta have some guys the tighten up their sneakers and stop guys. Like
Right,
like
right.
stop it's your business to be like, he's not scoring this possession. My man is not scoring this possession. How you feel about that, son?
I mean, I agree with you 100%, but correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the Knicks team predicated on two-way players? This is how we built the roster. You know, remember all of the big trades we made? We like, okay, we're going to get rid of RJ Barrett. We're going to bring in OG. You know, that guy was up for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, one of the best defenders in the league, and he can give you 18 points. You know, so then we bring in Bridges. Bridges, another all defensive player, great defender, and he can give you 18 points. So he's long, he's a good defender, good man to man. Him and OG both. You know, Josh Hart, all around player. He does all of the dirty things that we need. We need a rebound, he's gonna go get it. We need you to hustle, fight, he's gonna do it. Even you know, the center, Mitch. Like, that was his thing. He's a defensive big body in the middle. He can rebound, he can defend. He's like Perkins, you know? So I thought that we built that team dedicated to defense and two-way players. Obviously, our two-star scorers aren't defensive players, but I do believe that Cat has the ability to play defense, you know? So, yes, if you double CJ McCollum, is that going to help for the moment? Yes. But they also have guys that have the ability to score. So when you look at these guys and you're like, okay, we're going to keep CJ McCollum from scoring 20-something points, but can we stop anybody else man to man? Like, so, and then what two players are going to defend CJ? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to have the big man defend him? No. So that leaves OG and it leaves Brunson. So now you have your best player, your best offensive player trying to play defense, and then you have OG and they're double teaming somebody, and that takes away from him playing defense on somebody else. So, I mean, it'll work, but only in the short term, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it definitely something have to give. You know, when I played basketball, like I'm a dinosaur in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Back in the
Really,
days.
yeah, back in the days, you know, when I played basketball, we had a thing where we had to let the other guy beat you. So therefore, if the guy was hot, we sent a double.
Right,
And
right,
you didn't even have to signal it. We know when to show and get back. We know when to
right,
show. You make
right,
a lot of times, then you get back to your defender. But the whole point is to make them uncomfortable. Atlanta got a
right, right,
rhythm like Jermaine Dupri is on the court. Like they got a rhythm. Like they just doing they doing how they want to do. They dancing with the ball. It's like they just playing with
right.
nobody in front. Nobody is making it
That's a
complicated.
fact.
Nobody's pick up the ball and be uncomfortable. And that's the thing. So I'm with B on the doubling, but just like you said,
Right,
but it hurts. It's gonna help. You can't keep doing that, but you gotta do
right,
it as
right.
front. And that's the whole thing about that. So do you feel like the Knicks is gonna get this one? How about that?
Woo. You know what, Lifeline? I don't know. I don't know. I think that after watching that last game and watching the Knicks give everything they had, like, I don't know. I think that right now Atlanta has the momentum, and New York, you know, we're falling apart. We have no cohesiveness. So I don't think they can beat them. I'm just being honest. I think it's over.
Wow. I don't think so. I think just it's one game at a time. I think we just got to get this win. And I believe New York is going to get this win. I almost was going to ride to Atlanta. I was almost going to drive to Atlanta, but in my mind, I'm thinking, let them push a game 6 because right now it has to go into a
Mhm.
game 6 for us to win. So therefore, game 6, I'm calling out of work. I'm driving to Atlanta. You know, I'm going to the A. I
Yeah.
want to. What'd you say? You don't think it's happening?
I mean, if you just want to waste some money and use a sick day, go for it. I'll roll with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if we gonna come back happy, man. Maybe if we visit Magic City or Onyx, we'll come back happy, you know. But other than that, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I look at it like this because Bridges ain't played a good game yet. And in the last 2 games,
Right,
they won by a point. So therefore, I feel
right,
like Bridges get out of his slump, and it just shows you how important he is for our team. He's important. When the
right,
4 guys play decent, when our top 4 get over 15 points, the Knicks
right,
look different. Hard to do. It's
right.
just 15. And if Josh Hart and some other bench players add in, is a great thing. But we need our
Yeah,
top average 15 points at the same time. So
right, right.
it's very doable. We shall see tonight at
Well,
six
let me
o'clock.
ask you a question, and I don't know.
Right.
I'll have to look at these stats. When is the last game that we had our 3 top guys or our 4 top guys all average? I mean, all score over 15 points.
I don't know. I don't. We got to check that. We have to bring that up later on. I have to bring
Yeah, I'm
that,
gonna
but
have to look into that.
I don't think it has been that far. That far. It has a few times this year. A few times this year, we was clicking on all cylinders. It happened a few times this year, but this the playoffs, so
Mhm.
you got to and the rotations get shorter, and guys got to step
Right,
up. And
right.
the Hawks is doing. The Hawks is stepping up, man. Kaminga is big time. We
Oh
don't
yeah,
have no bench big guy right now.
yeah. Kaminga's
Okay.
doing this thing. So let me ask you this before you move on. Do you think that what is the best rotation for us right now?
To be honest with you, it has to be Mitch, Town, Anunoby, Bridges, and then Brunson. And then it gives us an opportunity to start the game off with a defensive flurry, sit Mitch, maybe
Right,
at the maybe the 8 or 7 minute mark. Bench Brunson, bring it not Brunson, bench Bridges, bring in a shooter or somebody or McBride or somebody. Just change the rotation.
right,
Just
right.
change,
I get it.
but the game where with no second chance points. Like right now, watching Orlando about to beat Detroit. They're by 8 points right now. You know, so it's about to be
Yeah.
Orlando about to be 2. A lot of the home teams is losing right now. So
No,
because
I see.
basketball,
I see.
yeah, basketball is a game of going to get it, and some guys want to go get a little harder. So right now, I think we can actually win it. You just got to change the rotation. I believe we got to start Mitch in the beginning of the game to give us a defensive tone and let us get it, get
Okay.
hype and let's. Okay, this question number 2 right here. Is Denver win a must in game 4? Because Minnesota turned the fire on them boys. So is Minnesota, no, is Denver win? Because if Denver win, it'd be tied 2-2 and the home court advantage go back to Denver. Do you think Denver could win this and what they got to do to
Right.
win this game?
Well, I'll say this much. And first of all, excuse me, I think I may have torn the contact. But one thing I will say about Denver is they have the ability to come back and win. So I mean, I would like to say, yeah, it's a must win for them to stay in the series, but I do believe that Denver is one of the teams that can actually go down 3-1 and come back and win a series. I mean, we've seen them go down before and come back and win the series. So yeah, it's a must, but I don't think that if they lose, it's the end of the season for them. I think they still
Wow,
can go on and win.
that's big. History doesn't show that, nephew. History doesn't show. When they go down, like 3-1 is they never came back 3-1. They barely come back 2-1. But you got confidence in them. But I think
I do.
what Ant-Man is playing, I don't know. So I would pick is as a must. I think anybody that's in a game 4, they have to tie the series. Let's make this a three game series. Let's go tie it up. Now is the best out of 3 because to come back and win 3 straight games when you ain't even won 2 yet, that's a hard feat. It could happen,
Right.
but it's
Right.
but not okay. And then it's ironic because Minnesota ain't just beating them. You know, Jaden McDaniel said what he said, and look how they playing. Like they got their swag, they talking their stuff, and Denver is looking like what they said they was. You know, and Jokic done it. Oh, this will
Yeah.
hurt his. This will hurt Jokic MVP chances. It definitely will hurt his MVP chances. Okay,
Yeah.
now
I
the
mean,
last. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna
Yeah,
say that I think you're absolutely right. You know, statistically, any team that's down 3-1, it's a must win. I mean, or 2-1. It's a must win. You don't ever want to go down 3-1. I just think that if any team can come back, it would be Denver. I mean, did they do that against LA? Right? Did they come back 3-1
I'm not too
against
sure. Don't give me
LA?
the line. Don't
I
give me
believe
the
it was
line.
against the and not the Lakers, the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the Lakers. It wasn't the real LA team. It was I want to say Kawhi and Paul George first season together. Denver came
Listen,
back and beat them 3-1.
listen what you just said. I mean, it's possible. It sounds like a believable thing.
Right.
But listen, who and Paul George and blue and white
Kawhi
Kawhi.
Leonard. We had a lot of hope for them. You know?
Yeah, not one of them is great players, but both of them is injured players, and Paul George haven't showed sign of winning since he was in the Indiana. Like Paul George was like one of the best players in the world when he played on Indiana. Now he still
Right.
won the guy down, but at the same time, back then,
Right.
man, head to head with LeBron. He was going head to head with LeBron.
Yeah,
Give him thing and
he was.
defending him. Yeah, so but if that
Mhm.
happened, Kawhi and Paul George a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4, it wouldn't surprise me at all because they not the same. Kawhi had a great season this year, and you see where he is at now. So, you know, at
Yeah,
the end of the it's a team game, and sometimes we gotta have a different approach of how we look at things. But now we're
definitely,
gonna tear it.
definitely.
San Antonio winning last night without Wemby. Is this a sign that we have the new young guns in Texas? How you feel about
Yeah,
that title? The new young
I
guns
love
in
it.
Texas.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I was a fan of the Young Guns back in the day. I love it. I love it. Emilio Estevez, shout out to all of the Young Guns, man. I love it.
Mhm.
And I love that title. And again, San Antonio is somehow this system of theirs, it just works. It just
Mm.
continues to work. And I really, we just spoke on Kawhi. I would love to have seen what San Antonio would have done had Kawhi not absconded from San Antonio. Um, because that system, it works. It works. I thought after Tim Duncan, I was like, well, let's see what I don't think it is gonna work, but it works. And these guys, they play unselfish basketball. And then you come in that system, it just shows you how to win. And
Yeah.
you can put anybody into that system and it works, man. It works. And I'm loving it. I'm loving San Antonio. I think that right now, the young guns, I love that. And I think that it's going to be a show for the next few seasons with all of these young teams, not on San Antonio, Orlando, Charlotte, Detroit. Like, it's going to be something epic, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the league is in good hands. The league is in good hands. I'm gonna read this
Definitely.
off real quick. I'm gonna go over the award winners. Let me take this hat off to show them a little bit of respect. Here we go over the award winners. I got a clean cut, so we don't go over the award winners right
Word.
now. So, Wemby, of course, was the defensive player of the year. SGA was clutch player of the year. Kendall Johnson was sixth man of the year. Derek
Mm,
White, sportsman of the year. And
okay.
Alex Walker was most improved.
Who was that
You know,
again? I'm sorry.
Alexander Walker was most improved.
Hmm. Okay.
I
Okay.
think his scoring went up maybe 8 to 10 points, 8 to 10 points
Okay.
from last.
Good
So,
deal. Good deal.
so I was impressed with Keldon Johnson because there was a lot of good six men this year. So right now
Right.
it seems like
Right.
Spurs got defensive player of the year. Wemby led the league in blocks, and then they got Keldon Johnson with the sixth man. And the thing about it is, with all that talent there, like I'm happy that the guys are staying because some of these guys could be good players. Like I would love to have a Keldon Johnson.
Yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
and you know, of course we can't get Harper or none of them guys, but Keldon Johnson,
Right.
I would love to have because he come off the bench. They got Vessel. They got so many different players in the Spurs that is very impressive. When Benny said that it's so many players that they got new players, new stars emerging and this, that, and the other,
Mm-hmm.
man,
Every
hell,
game.
yeah, Harper had a hell of a game. I believe Harper
Mhm.
and Castle, they might have had almost 60 points in the last game.
Right. That's crazy.
Almost,
That's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, and they both under 21. They both under 21. And they had almost 60 points combined. Just think
Right.
what they future like. If them guys never get if they don't do like the old OKC and try to leave, if they try to stay there and win, man, we could look at
Right.
a real
Yeah.
dynasty.
I agree. And I'm trying to figure out when exactly did this happen for San Antonio. Like I remember them making moves, you know. I remember they traded man, what's his name? They traded him to Atlanta. It was their two guard. Oh, I can't think of his name, but he was really good. And I remember them trading him, and I'm like, man, that was a bad trade. You know, like San Antonio didn't get much back for him. And it just seemed like they just made the right moves. I think that the general manager for San Antonio, I know Pop does a lot of it. But they should definitely be up for general manager of the year. It's just the moves that they made were very good and unpredictable moves, and they worked because we watched San Antonio go from a pretty bad team to one of the best teams in the league in a matter of 3-4 seasons. So that's amazing in itself.
I'm glad you elaborated on that because I had a question in my mind this week. Um, how many players? Because we might circle back on this. We have a full staff with Benny or we have somebody else on the show. Because I want to get 3-man perspective. But how many guys in NBA history made a great franchise or inherited a great franchise? Because Kawhi Leonard, I believe that Tim Duncan was the last piece to make the Spurs a great franchise because they haven't won since he left. And
Right, right,
Kawhi would to be great on a great franchise.
right,
And what
right,
we see in this franchise has a blueprint. Like San Antonio Spurs have a blueprint. They
right,
have a blueprint and they doing well. So because I just look at like the
right.
Chicago Bulls, they haven't been anything since Mike left.
Mm-mm.
So Mike made that franchise great, and Scottie Pippen was well, Mike and Scott made it great because they made it great together. It
Right,
wasn't great when Scottie got there. So we're gonna have a
right.
little thing. Us if franchise is great or guys who inherited a great franchise. You know,
Mm-hmm. I
yeah,
like
because
that.
some guys like if you give your franchise 3 titles, but they already have 13. I mean, really, you didn't make that franchise. You
Not at
know,
all.
you was just an
Not at
extension
all.
of what was. You was the next greatness on this great
Right.
franchise.
So do you think that Pop is responsible for that winning franchise, that great system in itself? Is it all Pop or is it
Nah, I can't say it's all Pop, but it's like 90%. Whoever was over Pop that allowed him to design it the way he did, excuse me, even when he was getting backlash from he was getting backlash from sitting players and different things he
right?
was doing. In the midst of all that, he still created something great. And he won 5
I agree.
championships. So just say, for instance, they won their first
Mm.
championship, I'm not too sure the year, 99 or 80, not it was probably 99 because it was after Mike in
Yeah, it was
89.
that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was that short season,
lockout
right?
season.
Yeah,
Oh, say from 99 to now, the Spurs have been the best franchise in the NBA. The
agreed.
best in the NBA since 99.
I agree.
You know, some would say the Lakers too, because the Lakers won 5 while they won 5. But I would say this, the Spurs has been the best organization. No, matter of fact,
Yeah.
because Lakers won more with LeBron. So the Lakers have got 6 since 99. So it might be the Lakers. But what I'm saying is, yeah, 'cause they got 5 Kobe, and then they got
Yeah,
1. Uh,
that's
so
right.
the Lakers since 99, the Lakers has been the biggest franchise.
That's a
I want to
fact.
read some I want to read some things off to you. Ain't no big thing. But I just want the listeners to read it. We got the leaders and we got the playoff leaders. Now it's gonna change
Okay.
after they do Cade stuff. I'm just gonna read the top 5 points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steal guys in the NBA because I want to say something about Marcus Smart, how he playing right now.
Okay.
Marcus is the difference maker. He is the difference maker. And
Hmm.
uh I skipped the question. I skipped the question.
All right.
The Lake The
The who?
Lakers. Yeah, I
The
saw the
Lakers.
question. The question. This is supposed to be question number 3. But the Lakers experience reigning supreme 3-0 over Houston. How do you feel about the Lakers 3-0 lead on Houston?
You know, when you said you forgot a question, I knew what it was, so I tried to pretend as if my phone cut off or it wasn't working or recording anymore, but you just kept going. So I had to admit it was just bull. No, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, I was confidently wrong about Houston and the Lakers. I mean, so much confidence. I don't think I've ever been as confidently wrong as I was that day you asked me about the Houston LA series. Um, I guess it's experience or maybe inexperience on half of the Rockets, but it's definitely a reason that they're losing. I honestly I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is a fluke, this is a one-off, but I don't know, man. I guess it is the experience. That's the only thing I can think of because I feel like Houston has the better team right now. But listen, you have to give credit where credit is due. Their experience is making Houston look bad. It really is.
I think nephew, I don't think Houston had the better team. I think that we want them to be better.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Sit here. Who do you really got confidence on Houston? After you look at Şengün and Durant and maybe Thompson,
Yeah,
who else? So I think right now we felt like their guys would have been better, and some people would have picked Houston even if the Lakers was at full strength because they thought Houston defense would have
mhm.
held supreme. Looking
That's a
at these
fact.
guys, but I realized this as I'm watching the series, man. Like I'm so impressed with LeBron. Like I finally call him King James, all what he was. He get all the respect from me. I put respect on his name like none other. And the reason I say that, this is one time he's playing with a team that I can see they feeding off of him.
Mm.
They really feed off of him. It's almost like We know if we keep it close, if you don't take us over the top, you're gonna make a play to get us over the top. And that's what he did. And last night game, they was down by 6 with how many ever seconds on the clock, and Marcus Smart made that play. Then
Mhm.
LeBron James script, and then he get the shot. I mean, this is like he need to retire. Like I don't
Well,
know where he gonna go, but to have
right.
this type of series now at this age and have these guys following him like this, and Marcus Smart the way he's playing, like it's like I almost want to play with Big Bro. It's like I want to play with Big Bro. You know, everybody had a chance to play with Big Bro. I'm on a team. Marcus Smart was the best trade they did this year. He was the best acquisition they did this year, and Luca bought him there.
Yeah,
So that's how.
and I agree, but I then that makes me wonder, what does that do for the LeBron and Luca experiment? Like, what does that do? Because where does that leave them after this series? Because you can't keep that up.
Well, I think right now with Luca on the bench, I don't know his personality, but if he a humble player and he really want to win, he gonna share that ball with LeBron and not make it a Luca show. He got to share that because right now you're sitting there and you seeing how LeBron teammates is playing with him, and sometimes you gotta realize why they don't play with me like that, because I dribble the hell out the ball and I'm taking all his shots. I'm putting on a Luca show when right now it's like the second coming of Magic Johnson. It just LeBron has better scoring, right? LeBron is getting everybody involved. And I'm gonna let you say something. I'm gonna go to the stats and then we're gonna circle back to that. But he's getting everybody involved. And when you let players shine, man, they'll run through a brick wall for you. Letting them have confidence in
Mhm.
family too. They've been working at the gym since they was a kid too. The worst thing you could do
Right,
is let guys help you win.
right, right, right. I agree. I agree. I agree.
All right. So let me read this off to you, and then we'll just talk about a little bit of basketball before we leave. But this is the
Okay.
playoff leader. Excuse me, I got a little cold. The playoff leaders: Kate Cunningham, he's the leader scorer with 33. SGA is 31. Jalen Brown is 29. Jalen Brunson is 27.7. And Tyrese Maxey is 27. Of course, Cade numbers going to drop. So he already played the game. But then rebounds, Jokic is 14.3. Josh Hart is 12.0. Oh, Şengün is 11.7. Carl Anthony Towns is 11.0. Jason Tatum is 10.0. Then we go to assists. LeBron James is 8.7. Drew Holiday is 8.3. Marcus Smart is 8.3. SGA is 8.0. And Scotty Barnes is 7.7. Then we go to blocks. Chet Holmgren is 3.0. Carl Anthony Towns is 2.3. Jared Allen is 2.0. Gaga I can't say his name for Orlando. I guess one of the centers from Orlando, he's Goga. He's 2.0. Tobias Harris is 2.0. And then we go to the steals. This is really impressive right here with Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart is leaving the playoffs in steals with 3.7.
Hmm.
For plus Wagner at 3.0. Dyson Daniels is 2.7. Shane Goon is 2.7. And Asar Thompson is 2.0. That's just to break down the rundown of that. I messed up a
That's
lot of guys' names. Apologize. I got a GED, so we just gonna let it be. Like Fat Joe said he fried. Mama, I lied. I cheated on the
Hey,
test. You know? But one thing
listen.
I'm Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart right now is averaging 8.3. He's really tied for second. LeBron James is 8.7. So you talk about that ball getting to a lot of players. But
That's a
then
fact.
Marcus' offensive side, he's averaging 3.7. So how you feel about Marcus Smart and his contribution to the Lakers right now?
I mean, it works. It works.
Yeah.
And first of all, let me tell you this: a GED and a give 'em hell attitude will get you anywhere you need to go in life. Trust me. um, but no, it works. I always thought that Marcus Smart. I always thought he wasn't a traditional point guard in the sense of like his scoring and even his assists sometimes, but I always thought he was one of the best defenders on the floor.
Mhm.
Like I felt like when Boston was doing their thing a few years ago, Marcus Smart was like one of the catalysts for that. You know, like
Mhm.
he really played well. Um and I think he even did he win or was he up for Defensive Player of the Year at one point?
He got a defensive yeah, he got one.
I thought so. I thought so, right? And
Yeah, he
it had been a while since a guard won the Defensive Player of the Year. So,
mhm.
I mean, he's a great defender. He's a great floor general. He's almost like he has all of the good attributes of Chris Paul, but he's not really a scorer. You know, like he can lead the floor, he can defend, and it works. I didn't think, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't think it was gonna work that way. And I think that Luka, you know, because he's a ball, he likes the ball. So I didn't think it would work, but lo and behold, here we are, and it really works, man. Um,
Yeah.
Another thing that actually surprises me is the fact that Josh Hart, you said he had 12 rebounds per game in the playoffs,
Yes.
and Cat had about 11.
Yeah.
So we have two of the highest rebounders in the playoffs on the same team, and they're losing the way that we are. And we have one of the highest scorers in Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson. Like he's number 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, that says a lot about the Knicks, man. It says a lot about the fact that we're not playing up to true potential. Like we
Yeah, he's
can't
number
be. Not even like that.
but that's why I said it's the defense. It's the
Yeah.
defense. We can't dial in for a stop.
Right, right.
Don't get me wrong, we came down from 18, but I don't think it was just all our defense. I think that Atlanta finally was missing. And sometimes we'll think, just like with this defensive player stuff, and that's why I go back to the BS defense. I go back to the blocks and
Right.
steals defense. Because we could say, oh, when you was checking him, he wasn't scoring, but really, did you stop him when he missed?
Right. Right. Facts.
You know, did you stop him when he missed? And
That's a big
sometimes guys
fact.
are things that they didn't even do. But when you
Right,
was on
right.
with blocks and steals, you can't mistake and get a block. You can't
Nah, that's a
mistake
fact.
and that's something you meant to do and it happened. But let me say
Right,
this about,
right.
and I'm just gonna talk about you know, the playoffs or whatever, what's going on now. We're gonna get up out of here. But Marcus Smart averaging 20.3 points a game, 8.3 assists, and 3.7 blocks. I mean, he's scoring. Last night in overtime, he scored 8 points in overtime. He's
Yeah.
scoring, he's defending, and he's sharing the ball and getting the offense going. Right now, Marcus Smart, to me, is the best player that we didn't think would be in
Mm.
this playoff. In the first round, Marcus Smart probably would get my MVP. He would probably get my MVP. And the only reason because, you know, LeBron has put up crazy numbers. So LeBron probably should. But even at 41, we know what he could do. I never seen
Right,
this from
right,
Marcus.
right.
Never seen this from Marcus Smart, even in Boston when he was the starting point guard. I never seen this from him.
Yeah.
So I'm very with that. What you saying?
Yeah. No, I was gonna say he definitely he's exceeding expectations right now. But I mean, even when he played for Boston, I always felt like he was one of the key factors in Boston. I hate that they couldn't go forward and win a title with him because I think that would have been real big for him. I think that affects his future a lot, not winning that title. But hell, who knows? He might be able to steal one with LA, man. They're really. I can't believe they beaten Houston like this, bro. Like I'm like I don't know what to say, man. Like I'm trying to
Nah,
think of when we did the episode, and I was just so arrogant about Houston, man. And I don't know. It's like they listened to me and was like, you know what? We don't like his arrogance. We gonna show him. Like I don't know. I just don't
yeah, but
know,
this
man.
right now, I wish I had the guy name. We got somebody on Instagram. It was a couple of. I love the comments, man. Like I'm gonna have to start putting. I'm gonna start writing the guy's name down. But if I say your comment and I don't say your name, it ain't personal. Cause I be thinking so much. But it was a guy said, I was like, when I did the post with Udoka, I was like, yo, Udoka is on the hot seat. If they don't win, especially
Hmm.
with Katie, KD, and dude was like, yo, he was like, yo, Katie always getting coaches fired. Here we got 2 coaches fired already. I was like, wow, you know what I mean?
Man, like I'm trying to
Nah,
think of when we did the episode, and I was just so arrogant about Houston, man. And I don't know. It's like they listened to me and was like, you know what? We don't like his arrogance. We gonna show him. Like I don't know. I just don't
yeah, but
know,
this
man.
right now, I wish I had the guy name. We got somebody on Instagram. It was a couple of. I love the comments, man. Like I'm gonna have to start putting. I'm gonna start writing the guy's name down. But if I say your comment and I don't say your name, it ain't personal. Cause I be thinking so much. But it was a guy said, I was like, when I did the post with Udoka, I was like, yo, Udoka is on the hot seat. If they don't win, especially
Hmm.
with Katie, KD, and dude was like, yo, he was like, yo, Katie always getting coaches fired. Here we got 2 coaches fired already. I was like, wow, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
he ain't far off. He ain't far
nah.
off. Like,
So I wanted Houston to win as well, but it's just the Lakers showing us like they not playing. They not playing like, and the thing about it, Houston was overrated. I'm being honest with you. They was overrated because they lost Adams and they lost Van Fleet. We know those are big pieces. Adams is a big defender and a big rebounder. He helps their game. They lost them and then they lost Van Fleet before the season started. So maybe both of them before the season started. So I think we think KD just pushed the envelope so much that we think that with this team he's gonna do this or do that. But in all actuality, KD doesn't move the bar like he did maybe 3 years ago. We've seen it in Phoenix, and we've seen it in Brooklyn once the guys got hurt. Like, KD's a great player. He's awesome. He's gonna give you 27 a night, this, that, and the other, but he don't always impact winning in the
yeah.
playoffs. He doesn't always do it. So, I'm
Well, I'll
gonna
tell you
let you
this
have the
much because
last word, nephew. Go get a Go ahead.
well, let me say this much first of all about KD. And unfortunately, for some reason, you were in and out there. I didn't hear everything, but I think I got the gist of what you were saying. And I actually said on that last episode, I said if Houston loses to LA, then we really have to look at KD and what we consider being great. Like we have to look at it because you're right. We've seen it with so many different teams. And not only have we seen coaches getting fired, but we've seen teams fall apart. Like, especially when he leaves, it's like it's almost an effect that like when LeBron leaves a team, they have traded so much and did so much for the team that it falls apart. We've seen what we gave up in Brooklyn and how they fell apart. We've seen what happened in Phoenix. Like, it's becoming a pattern. And they say KD just wants the ball. Well, if that's the case, it's always the rucker. You know, like you don't have to destroy these teams just to play some ball, man. Just go to the Rucker. Like that's all you got to do, man, because it's getting kind of ridiculous. And I don't understand with KD, you should be like I'll no longer say that KD when he goes to a team that it's a sure thing that team is going to compete now. I think that we're past that.
Mm. Hey, I agree. I agree. And maybe KD need to be the second best player now. Maybe at this age, he might need to be the second best player on the team
Right.
instead of giving him the number one spot. We shall see. Nephew, y'all got to stop. I'm gonna tell you now. We getting write-ups if you can't answer the question. Y'all I'm cool with being wrong.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm cool with being wrong because it just means it ain't always that I don't know what I'm talking about. It just means the league is great now. Like the team that's supposed to win don't always
Fact.
win. So it's okay to be wrong. But y'all guys don't want to pick a side. When I say if the Knicks win, I don't know. This time, what do you know? Like, we want to stop doing that. I said the Knicks is winning. Who you picking? If you picking Atlanta, pick Atlanta. But stop saying y'all
Well,
don't know.
I tell you what.
This is a show where we. Go ahead.
All right. Normally, when I say I don't know, it's really me saying I don't know why you asking me this question. Of course, the Knicks won't win. It's the Knicks. That's what we do. You know, I just don't know if we're gonna win or lose. I mean, I don't know what fashion we're gonna lose in. You know, I don't know if we're gonna lose in a dramatic fashion where Reggie Miller comes up and scores 9 points in 3 seconds, or if we're gonna lose in classic New York fashion where we just kind of squander away our opportunity. I don't know. That's what I don't know. I mean, us losing is a sure thing. I'll bet against the Knicks any day of the week, twice on Sunday. I mean, hell, that's the only way I'm going to win. I won't even need to do a parlay. I'll just straight up bet against the Knicks, man. We'll get it. We'll lose every time, bro. It's the Knicks.
Yo, the Knicks gonna get a win tonight, man. The Knicks gonna get a win tonight. I would say I'm gonna cut my hair off, but I already did it, so I don't got nothing to say. I mean, I don't gamble, I don't bet.
Bet. That's what's up.
That's you remember the night.
Well, I tell you what.
And
if the Knicks win tonight, I'll shave all my facial hair, man. Every bit of it.
Hey, I hate that for your wife. I hate that for your wife, bro. You're gonna be looking crazy, right? You're looking like a pedophile. But that's what's up, man. It was delayed humor, man. Delayed humor. The Wi-Fi got to you late, man. But that's what's up, man. This GOAT Matches episode 51, man. Titles is earned and awards is given, man. GOAT Matches, peace.
Without a doubt, you won't claim it. You is a slouch, living your mom basement. They mad, they hate, and irritated. Stop complaining, stop back chasing. Can't wait for it. You gotta